Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sohail Sayed. I am the head of Skills for Life, where I take care of all of the ESOL, English, and Maths courses. And I really want to thank you all for coming today to get some more information about our ESOL, English, and Maths courses. It's really good to have you. Also with me, I have Jackie, and Jackie is going to be moderating or taking care of the chat box. Now, Jackie will be really useful if you've got any questions throughout this presentation about any of our courses, particularly when it comes to ESOL, English, and Maths. Just type your question in the chat box, and then Jackie will be able to help you there. So what we're going to do today, we're really going to focus on our ESOL courses, our ESOL and EFL courses, where I'm going to talk to you about how they're structured, what different levels we've got, what our typical learner wants to achieve by the end of the course and how we will help with that. And then I'll also talk about the structure of our courses as well, how long it will take, the other courses that you are able to study whilst you're on your ESOL course, and then again give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you want to, and give you some information as to how you can enroll onto our courses. So let's courses that will be starting from September. As you know, the country is still in lockdown, so most schools and colleges, they are teaching online or remotely. The same goes with all of our courses. We're really happy to say that all of our courses are running online, and that's from pre-entry, so if you're a complete beginner, all the way up to level 2. All of our courses are running online, where you'll be able to access these courses. Now let's talk about the levels that we've got. If you are a complete beginner in English, you would be at a pre-entry level here. And at this level, we really help you with the very basics. So how to introduce yourselves, introducing you to the letters of the alphabet, how to read very simple sentences, and have very basic conversations. Once you have completed this level, you move up to entry 1, where it gets a little bit more challenging. You learn a little bit more, and you'll also develop your reading, writing, speaking, and listening skills, in addition to grammar. So you'll be able to speak accurately, and the tutor would also help you with your pronunciation, so people can understand you and you can understand people. Once you've completed entry 1, you move up to entry 2, where it gets a little bit more challenging, and you learn different tenses in entry 2. For example, you learn how to use the past tense, and you learn how to write and speak longer sentences using and, but, because, and so. And then once you've completed that, you can move on to entry 3, where you learn more grammatical tenses, and you have to have a higher level of accuracy. What I mean by accuracy is that when you're speaking correctly, using the correct tenses, and you're also using the correct pronunciation. So those are the basic levels in ESOL: entry 1, entry 2, and entry 3. After you've completed that, you have an opportunity to progress onto the higher levels, which is level 1 and level 2. So this is when you really start getting confident with your language abilities. So you're a lot more fluent now. You're able to say a lot more. You're able to write a lot more. So at these levels, we're really looking at using complex language and looking at formal texts and sometimes academic texts as well. Now, we understand that a lot of our learners who come in wanting to learn English, they want to learn it for a reason. For example, they want to do another course. They want to develop their skills and do another course. For example, they may want to go into childcare or teaching or healthcare. So what we've got is that we help our learners progress onto these courses, onto FE courses. Now, it could be with us if RAC offer these courses, or it may be another specialized course which you want to do somewhere else. We also have lots of learners who want to develop their English skills in order to get into higher education, meaning university degrees. Maybe they've got a university degree in their country, but they don't have the same level in the UK. So we really develop and support our learners get into higher education, into university. And in order to do that, you typically need an IELTS qualification, which is one of the courses that we run. But before you do the IELTS, you do have to complete all of the ESOL courses because it is quite a higher level. Or maybe you want to develop your English because you want to get a job. And again, all of our courses, they help you. There's a lot of role play and a lot of scenarios where you are able to develop your employability skills. In addition to that, the college has a jobs club. So whilst you are learning, you don't have to necessarily wait till you finish your ESOL course. You can be active in looking for a job, and the college will help you do that, which will help you hopefully gain employment. I also understand that many of our learners, they just want to learn English to be able to communicate with others. Hence, we've got lots and lots of courses. For example, our speaking courses, which enable you to do that, giving you lots and lots of opportunity to speak in different scenarios and practice your English with really, really helpful and friendly tutors to support you do this. Okay, what we're going to do now is that I'm going to talk to you about how the course term works. And as you can see here, we've got lots of different colors and different courses that we've got available. But I'd like to take a little break here where if you've got any questions, remember, put your question in the chat box where Jackie will be more than happy to help you. Okay, so put your questions there. Okay, now our courses run across 3 terms, so they're essentially 11 to 12 or 13 weeks. They start from September to December, and then term 2 will be January to April, and then term 3 will be April to July. So at the moment we're in term 3, and in each term we focus on a particular skill. So in term 1, which is here, you'll be focusing on your speaking and listening skills. And at the end of each term, you also have an opportunity to gain a certificate where you have an exam. You sit a formal exam, and once you've passed the exam, you gain a certificate which will allow you to move on to the next level. In term 2, you do the reading, focusing on your reading skills, and then in term 3 you do the writing where you focus on your writing skills, and at the end of which you get an opportunity to sit an exam. Now we understand that sometimes in term 1, for example, where we're doing the speaking and listening, you may really want to develop your writing and your grammar. Maybe your speaking and listening is already very good, but you want to develop your writing and grammar. So what we've done is that we've set up an additional course where you'll be able to improve your writing and grammar. So you can do your speaking and listening qualification, and then at the same time sign up to our Improve Your Writing and Grammar course, which you'll be able to do alongside your speaking and listening. In terms 2 and terms 3, where you are developing your reading and writing skills, we understand that you also may want to develop your speaking skills as well, which is understandable. So what we've done is that we've set up additional Improve Your Speaking courses, both across the reading term and the writing term. So by signing up, you'd be able to have an opportunity to develop all of your skills and have a really good, rounded package where you're able to develop your skills in your reading, writing, speaking, and listening, regardless of which term you start. Okay. Now, we also support our learners or give additional support to our learners. If you can see this arrow over here where it says ELS, that means extended learning support. Sometimes we understand that some learners, they want more of an opportunity to practice their English. And so we've set up extra classes where the tutor is able to support you. Say, for example, you really need help with your grammar. Grammar is very difficult in English, and it does take quite a bit of time to learn. So what we've done is that we've set up some extra support sessions where you'll be able to do that. Now, in terms of the qualifications and the courses, just to give you some information about how many days they run. really happy to say that we have courses in the morning, afternoon, or evening. So sometimes many of our learners have children and their children go to school. The best time for them to study would be in the morning between 9:30 to 12 o'clock. Or maybe you would prefer an afternoon session. So we've got afternoon sessions which run between 12:30 and 3 o'clock. Or maybe you're working during the day, or maybe an evening course would be more suitable for you. So we've got lots of evening courses available as well, starting from 7:30 to 9:30 or thereabouts, depends on which level that you're doing. So we've got lots of different timings. The courses are 2 days a week. So in September, we're going to be starting the speaking and actually we're going to be starting the reading term. Because we're going to be online, we felt that reading would be the best skill to learn online, giving you more of an opportunity to read. And hopefully in term 2, starting in January, we'll start with the speaking, where we will be back on site, depending on government guidelines, of course. So the reading course will be also 2 days a week, and the additional courses are 1 session a week. So it's not too much for you to do. However, if you feel that you've got the time to develop your English, you have that opportunity. You can it really does depend on how much time you have to develop your English. And of course, the more you do, the quicker that you will develop. So you could, if you wanted to, do 2 days a week with either speaking, listening, reading, or writing, and then an additional course, and then an ELS course as well, which will make you or give you an opportunity to study 4 days a week, which is almost a full-time course. So it really does depend on how much you want to do. Now, we've got 2 entry points, so we can start at the beginning of term, but we also understand we've got learners who may not have had that opportunity to start at the beginning of term, so they come a little bit later. We're not going to turn you away. The good news is that we have courses starting every half term, so that's every 6 weeks. So no matter which week or month that you come in, we will have a course for you within 6 weeks, or within actually 4 weeks, so you're not having to wait a very long time. Okay, so that's much of what I wanted to say, just to give you an overview of our ESOL courses. Plenty of opportunity. Like I said, we're all online, which is really good. So whether you're a pre-entry learner or whether you're an advanced to level 2 learner, all of our courses are online, which we're really happy to say. Now, in terms of our online courses, you will need access to a device where you'll be able to log into. So ideally, it would be either a laptop or a PC, and of course an internet connection. However, if you've only got a mobile phone, then that's fine as well. We really try to support our learners that have got mobile phones and they can still log in online. That's all of the information that I have. I hope you found that interesting. If there's any other information that you want, or if there are any questions, please put it in the chat box. Jackie is waiting for you and eager to answer any of your questions. If you do want to sign up to any of our courses, please go onto our website. Jackie is going to put a link to the website in the chat box. You just need to click onto it, add your information, and then what will happen is that I or another member of staff will contact you. They will give you a small initial assessment, and that's for us to see what level your English is at, so we know what class to put you in. Once you have done that, we will give you a call. It might be me, I'll give you a call, and then we'll be able to talk about what you want to achieve in your English and what you want to develop, and how I think that we will be able to best support you with what you want to do. So, like I said, if you've got any questions, please put it in the chat box. I'm going to ask Jackie if we've got any questions at the moment. It doesn't look like we've got any questions, which is
actually, so we do have someone who's watching who would like to hear more about how to actually be interviewed to understand what the right level of course is right for them. So I don't know. I've actually asked that person if they are still listening. I think if they want to pop their email and phone number in the chat, they could actually be followed up straight away after this presentation. But you might just want to reiterate the next step?
Sure. Yeah. So you can probably see that Jackie has put in a link for our ESOL courses. What will happen is that we will make an appointment with you. We will send you an email with an assessment, an initial assessment. You complete that assessment online, and then I will get that assessment. I will have a look at it, and then that will help me see what level your reading and your writing is. And then what I will do is that I will give you a call and give you a speaking and listening assessment, and we'll have a conversation and talk about how you want to develop your English and how the college will be able to help.
Okay, thank you. So I think we haven't got any more questions at this point, Sohail. So if you, that's it from me, I think.
Okay, well, thank you all. If you're looking at this, if you're seeing this as a recorded version, welcome again. Click onto the website, you'll get all of the information there. Book onto one of our IAG courses. I'll help you. We'll contact you and we'll give you all the information that you need. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you everyone for coming.